Sure, now the prizes are on the line. What's your name?
Becky.
Becky?
Karen.
Karen?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. All right. What was your category, guys?
Our category is sports and recreation.
Sports and rec. What do you like about sports and rec in the corridor?
Bike trails.
Bike trails. Awesome. Anything else?
Rough Riders hockey and the Turtles baseball.
Awesome. All right. Here you go. T-shirt for you. T-shirt for you. And I've got one more over here. All right. Okay, so our next quick little icebreaker. This is just proof that you guys know that there's stuff to do around here, right? There's a lot of obvious things, but what we're here to do today is kind of help you with getting familiar with some of the things that either you might have forgotten about or you never knew existed here. So that's part of the reason that we wanted to do this, because quite honestly, when we look through these after every time that we do them, we discover new things too. This is a constant learning process for us as far as different things that people are able to check out, go to, attend. Here you go, thank you. So next question, we want to know who the newest corridorian is. Okay, so who has just recently moved here? Let's go a year or less.
Less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. What's your name?
Sven left.
Sven? Sven, where are you from, Sven?
Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada. Let's give him a hand. Newest corridorian. Sven, you are the proud recipient of a Downtown District water bottle, as well as a pair of gardening or work gloves. We get you to volunteer for the Downtown District, you might need to use those. Yeah. Okay, so my name is Quinn Pettifer. I'm the Director of Marketing and Community Outreach for the Cedar Rapids Downtown District. With me, I've got Carrie Lammer with Priority One.
Good morning. I'm going to be moving around, so if you can't hear me, just go like this and we'll boost up the volume a little bit. So, my name is Carrie Lammer and I'm Director of Workforce Initiatives at Priority One here in Cedar Rapids for the Economic Development Division of the Chamber. My job is working with a lot of the companies in the area related to their recruitment and their retention of their employees. So this is an important part of getting people engaged in the community. So thanks for joining us, and here we go.
Yep. As Carrie mentioned, Carrie is with Priority One. I'm with the Downtown District. That's my official full-time gig. When I'm not at work with the Downtown District, but we always are. We've got multiple hats going. I'm also on the board for the Iowa Cultural Corridor Alliance, otherwise known as ICO. We're going to talk about them today. Also, the Cedar Rapids Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Horizons, which is a nonprofit group here. Great way to volunteer. Lots of different things that we're doing today, but this is all about one umbrella similarity that Carrie and I share, besides just liking to hang out with each other. We're corridor imports, and we've been very fortunate that our positions have had us go out into the community and discover what there is to do here. So much to the fact that both of our organizations, Downtown District and Priority One, support the concept of having these things called Conquer the Corridor, where we actually have resources, we share them with you, we share our stories of how we've been involved, as well as some of the best practices and some of the resources that you can go to. There are so many things to do here, it's just a matter of discovering where you find it all. So whether you've been here for years, you're from the corridor area, you just moved here less than 24 hours ago, like our newest friend Sven, there is a lot to do here. The good news is that in 45 minutes, we're not going to be able to even scratch the surface as far as what there is to do and see and ways to get involved here. So we're just going to give you a taste of this, okay? And all we can do is give you the information. That's all we can do. And what we're hoping is that you're going to take this information with you and you're going to go with it. You're going to use it. And you're going to share it with others. All right? In front of you, everybody should have a packet that's got a lot of different information in it. Some of it is an expansion on some of the topics that we're going to talk about today. Others are just different businesses that are around the corridor community that have worked with us in our organization. There's also a lot of materials that are on the table that didn't make it to the packets, but certainly still pick those up as well. We've got an events calendar of things coming up that we don't want you to miss. That's also on that table as well. We want to just real quickly thank our sponsors today. We've got the Corridor Business Journal as well as C102.9. They're our media sponsors today. And let's give a round of applause for Sub King Deli and Coffee Emporium. They provided us with our breakfast today. All right, so like I said, rule of thumb, we're giving you this info. We're challenging you to go with it. Let's move forward. First question, and we're going to use the screen for PowerPoint. I realize it might be difficult to see for some of you, but the good news is that we do a lot of talking, so we'll hit the points that are on that PowerPoint screen, okay? But first off, one of the more
out there. So anybody? Somebody over here?
Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Cedar Falls to Iowa City. Anybody else?
Linden Johnson County.
Linden, Johnson County. All right, let's go to the map. So there are a dozen different answers that we could give, and depending on what organization you ask in the region, there could be a lot of different things. So this map shows Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, the kind of the metro area. There's several communities in the outlying area. Depending on what organization you ask, you're going to get a different response. Most organizations don't necessarily have a definition of what the corridor is. If you are affiliated with Kirkwood, maybe it's the 7-county region that they serve. If you're affiliated with the Iowa Cultural Corridor Alliance, it's a bigger region and does oftentimes go up to the Cedar Falls area. Some people say a corridor is like a hallway, so this 380 is the corridor. So it just kind of really depends. But the whole point and concept that we try to portray and get across to you is that you can live in one community here and you can volunteer, you can work, enjoy arts, culture, recreation in all of them. We're set up geographically that it's not going to take you more than 30 minutes to get from one point of the corridor to the other. And if you often live in the larger city, it may take you an hour and 15 minutes just to get from home to work. So we try to get people thinking about our screen just turned green. So we'll see if we can get that fixed.
I didn't do it.
We try and get people to think about if something isn't in your neighborhood, your direct backyard, it's likely somewhere else within the corridor. So it's just a matter of exploring all the regions that we have around us. So that's the corridor concept, and that's where we're going to focus this conversation. So let's go to the next slide.